The Bengals defense has the tendency to make everybody look great. And it happened again today. It happened again today. The Bengals defense is making everybody look like Kurt Warner 1999. Russell Wilson, we are dusting off Russ. And he's thrown for 400 yards. 400 yards. Now, part of this is how good Russ is. Part of this is how he's reclaimed his career. Part of this is the Bengals defense is a joke. An absolute unmitigated joke. And what a sin it is to have watched the Bengals defense do this, cough away a really good season, a great season from their offense, their quarterback, their wide receiver, etc. But for the Steelers, they are going to tantalize us going into January because they've got the defense, even though today was a little shaky against that Bengals attack. They've got a defense that we've seen shut down really good teams. We've seen the Steelers team rattle off a big win streak, and we've seen the Steelers offense take flight with a Russ under center. And we saw a moment after the game where Russ and Mike Tomlin, they embrace in the tunnel. And this is why Mike Tomlin held that seat warm when Justin Fields was winning football games. Tomlin, say what you want about not winning a playoff game in a long time, and that's understandable if you're frustrated as a Steeler fan. And he's really got to break that streak this year because they got a good enough team to do it. But he held that seat for Russ, and he never gave the job to Fields, even as long as Fields was winning, because he knew down the line, Russ provided something Fields just couldn't, which was guys looking up to Russ and saying, you've been there, we're following you. He's been in big spots on the road. He can make big plays. He knows how to settle down a crowd. We had Robert Turbin, my friend from NFL Radio, who I host the Sunday morning show with last week here on the show. And he talked about winning a Super Bowl with Russ when Russ was very young in Seattle, but how Russ was unflappable. He was always the guy on the sideline just being like, hey, it's cool. We got this. We got this. That helps. And that also Russ, as a veteran, trying to get back to where he once was going to be valuable for that locker room, valuable for that coaching staff, valuable for that organization. And I think today there was an embrace between the two of those guys in the tunnel. And that was Russ saying, man, thank you for holding this spot for me and believing in me. And Mike going, you got it, man. You got it. You earned this. You deserve this. Keep leading us. It's a really cool story, right? I've clowned on Russ many times throughout my career. Russ deserves it. Russ has been a clown. Russ has been very silly at times. But this is a very cool story. Russell Wilson stepping up, recalibrating, rebooting his career after we all made fun of him at the end of the Seattle, but specifically in Denver. I mean, the fact that he's thrown for 400 yards and leading the Steelers team into the postseason and doing it in pretty impressive fashion is a damn cool story. It really is. It's a damn cool story. Mr. Unlimited.